You must have seen the cost of narcissism. Can you give me some examples of the cost that a narcissist has had on someone's life that you've seen?
Oh, where do I begin? I'll tell you, cost is a person who so doesn't believe in themselves that they may give up on their path of education and never pursue an interest. So we never got to see the work product that that would have created, not to mention that person actually getting to unfurl their wings and fully be who they wanted to be as a creative or as a professional. It's the person who knew what they wanted to be, that they had a very strong identity as pick something. And they ended up choosing something else because they knew the only way they could be loved was to be what that parent demanded of them. And it was so clear to them. They wouldn't be loved unless they fully gave in to what that parent expected of them. It's the person who was an absolutely glorious human being, lovely, empathic, and warm, but feels so damaged after years of being told, you're not enough, you're selfish, you're greedy, you're foolish, that they get into relationship after relationship that duplicates that theme and don't get the real collaborative, compassionate love story that they deserve because they don't think they deserve it. And that's just the top of the iceberg.
And your academic background,
Mhm.
your the experience that you're drawing from, what is that experience?
So my experiences in my academic background is I have a PhD in clinical psychology and my minor is in something called health psychology. And so I got really interested in how various elements of mental health and mental illness showed up in people who had co-occurring medical conditions. So it's a very almost like strange point to enter. But what we do know is personality affects how we take care of our health, how we might engage in behaviors that might put our health at risk. For example, narcissism and addiction have a really high overlap. So here's a case of now a personality style putting a person at health risk due to using substances to regulate, and then all the things that would come of that. But it's tough to measure personality, Stephen. It's really hard to measure. It's not one of those things. It's not like a blood test. It's not even like measuring depression. Frankly, depression is eminently measurable. Yeah, there's different variants and there's different severity, but we're very clear diagnostically and phenomenologically what makes depression, what qualifies. Personality is like the Wild West. And so, from a research perspective, it's something that people would often shy away from because we couldn't get the constructs right. But I said, I welcome the challenge because I truly, in my heart, believed if we could understand and study personality more, we'd actually be understanding all this unmeasurable noise in the mental health research because I thought that's probably where it was. And I think more and more of the research is supporting that.